And sleep is important. Don't think I don't. Sleep is important. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Why can I only say the intro? Every time I film I swear I can say the intro, that's it. Then I need to pause and think. This week I decided to talk a little bit more about my morning routine. I know I've shown it before in videos, but I think giving some more tips for how to have a productive morning routine can be a little bit more helpful, because having a chronic illness means a lot of your life looks very different, and a morning routine is just one example of that. So if you have a chronic illness, you know somebody with a chronic illness, hopefully this video helps. So my first tip is to have some sort of schedule, which I know is like so annoying, but it's actually very, very helpful. I've had relatively the same schedule, morning routine for the last 4 years, and it's been very, very good to help me just start my day. Because mornings are really hard. You know, you've been laying down for a really long time, haven't been moving, haven't been doing anything except sleeping, and sleep is important. Don't think I don't. Sleep is important. But it can just be very difficult to get up and get moving. Brain fart. Blah, blah. I would recommend having a good day schedule and a bad day schedule. That way, on your good pain days, you can get a little bit more done, be more productive. But on your bad pain days, you know the things that you have to get done, and you just try and focus all your energy on those things, and then anything else that gets done is just a nice bonus. So an example of that for me is putting on an outfit. Now, as you can see today, I have this cute little cardigan on because I'm having a good day today, so I put on a nice cute outfit that I liked. You know, I did my hair, I put some makeup on, you know, that sort of stuff. On a bad day, if I'm really not feeling well and I just want to stay in my sweats, then I'm gonna do that. Especially now that it's winter, it's gonna be a lot colder. So I might just throw a sweatshirt on top of the sweats I just slept in last night and call it good. And that's okay, because that's what I needed to do for myself that day. Another tip I have is to give yourself a long time in the morning. Again, having just woken up, after not moving for several hours, you're gonna be stiff, you're gonna be in pain, it's gonna be pretty difficult. So allow yourself to have longer mornings if possible. I know not everybody can do that. And if you can't, I would recommend seeing what you can prep the day before. So maybe you have breakfast that you prep, like overnight oats, or maybe you make little egg bites. You have cold brew coffee instead of like an espresso or something. You pick your outfit out the day before, you pack your bag the night before. You know, those things that you can take off your plate in the morning so that you can give yourself time to reset your body, in a sense, for the day. I find that very helpful. Recently, I have like a quick, like 6-7 minute yoga routine I do in the morning, just simply to stretch all of my joints, get things moving, and feel a little bit better once I stand up. Because for me, standing up right away in the morning is actually very painful, and I will have a very hard time like walking around. So I find if I allow myself to just sit up, do the stretches. My dog's scratching at the door. I shut the door so I wouldn't get disturbed and he's upset about it. But yeah, being able to just sit up, do a little bit of stretching, go on my phone. I know you're not supposed to, but I like to look. Do you hear him? Need to ignore it. But yeah. Finn, I'm working. You can't come in. Not until I'm done, okay, honey? You might hear Finn whining in the background. My apologies for that. I like to just look at my day ahead. I have my schedule on my phone, so I do sometimes like to look at that, especially if I have a very big day. Like I have a doctor's appointment or something. Yeah. That's what I do. Another thing I make sure I do before I stand up out of bed is to make sure I drink a glass of water. Just to kind of, again, start my hydration for the day. My mouth is usually really dry in the morning. I don't really know why. That one I think is more normal. But yeah, I usually have, actually, my bottle. This is my Owella bottle. I usually have it right next to me on my nightstand, full of water, and I drink some of it. I don't force myself to drink all of it, I just drink some of it. So I usually spend about 30 minutes just sat in bed doing those stretches, looking at my phone, all of that. And still whining. So once that 30 minutes is over, that's when I typically stand up out of bed. He's given up on me. Finn has left. Yes, that's when I usually actually stand up. I usually let myself get my bearings a little bit. My feet are usually a little swollen, so it's a little painful. But not as bad as if I never did any of that. And I usually make my bed. Again, like I said previously, when I am feeling great, I make it up all nice, with like the pillows all sat up and looking cute. When I don't feel well, I just smooth out the blankets and that's about it. Because again, I don't need a made bed, especially on a bad day where I'm most likely going to be spending a majority of my time laying in the bed. I don't need to make it up. It's just one of those things that I do when I feel well, because it makes me feel better about my day, but it's not something I need to do. Then from there, it's the skincare, hair, and makeup, getting dressed. The way I have it set up in my room, I can actually sit at the end of my bed and just put it all on. Again, on a bad day, it's usually just the skincare, and that's it. On a good day, it's skincare, a little bit of makeup, zhuzh the hair, cute outfit, the whole 9 yards. Again, just because it makes me feel better. I really like it. I used to get made fun of a lot when I would wear like my more girly things, but it makes me happy, and slowly I am learning that that is the true thing that matters. So I do it. Then from there, it's to the bathroom, brush my teeth, do my business. I did a TikTok on this last Tuesday, but I will brush my teeth sitting down. Just because sometimes it's easier. I'm just having a hard time staying on my feet, so I just sit to do it. Totally reasonable thing to do. You do not have to stand to do everything. You may sit. There's nothing wrong with that. From there, it's downstairs to make my breakfast. Now, I have had the exact same breakfast for, I want to say 3 years now. And it's a breakfast that I absolutely love. And is very easy for me to make now because I can basically just do it on autopilot. Which is something I am very grateful for, because with my wheat allergy, I can't just like buy like a frozen breakfast sandwich or something easy to have on a bad day. So I have to make myself food. I could prep a frozen breakfast sandwich if I wanted, but now that I can make this breakfast on autopilot, it's really not that much energy to put into it for me. Like, if you know Spoon's theory, a quick overview for those who don't, Spoon's theory is basically everybody wakes up with a set of spoons to use through the day, and every time you do an activity that causes you to exert energy, you lose a spoon, and every time you do an activity that lets you regain energy, you take back a spoon. So making breakfast, for example, can take a couple of spoons, but then if I sit down and just scroll on my phone, that could, but that's a bad example. If I sit down and take a nap could then let me regain spoons. So that's Spoon's theory. So for most people, a breakfast, like I said, could take 2 or 3 spoons. It could be quite a bit of work, but for me it's on autopilot. It takes maybe 1. Like to actually like, and that's mainly like the walking down the stairs and then walking back up them. It's actually very funny that Finn has been whining this whole video, because my morning routine involves him quite heavily. He is always scratching at my door in the morning to come in. He needs his cuddles, his love. It's very important. And he'll like follow me around in the morning, and then once I've had my I've made my breakfast, I come here to this chair. I have my dresser right here. I set my food. Now Finn's barking. I set my food down on the dresser. I'm just gonna keep talking, but Finn is barking. I'm very sorry. I go to my mom's room, and he gets like a probiotic bone that I give him every morning. So he eats that. I come here, I eat my breakfast. He lays on the bed and watches me, because the second I finish, he is running back to my mom's room to get these teething rings that we have for him. And I give one of the teething rings to our older dog Moxie as well. But yeah, he is hilarious. I love him. That's pretty much all I do in the morning. The first hour or so of waking up, I feel okay. After that hour has passed is when I can really start to tell what my day is gonna be like. Unless it's like a really bad day, then I can tell the second I wake up. But yeah. Because at that point I know kind of how the day is gonna go pain-wise. I kind of plan out my day. If it's a work day and it's a good day, I just go straight to my desk, work like normal. If it's not gonna be such a great day, I can work from here, so I'll get that all set up. And yeah, I start my day after that. So I hope this video was helpful. That's kind of what I do. Again, I've been working on this morning routine for a couple years, so this is what works the best for me. What works for me might not work for you, but I hope I could give you some helpful tips if you are looking for some. Please let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I will see you next week for a new video. Bye.